What's up, everyone? First of all, I would like to remind you that in order to have access to the indicator, you need to text me on Telegram. I just ask you to follow the instructions. Many people have been texting me on Discord, on Instagram, but the only way, I already showed you my Telegram contact, and you need to text me on Telegram. That's necessary for me to add you because that's where I get all the requests. So this is the first point. Now, the next point is that in this video, I will show you how to use the indicator and why it is useful according to our strategy. So let's get over some examples. Of course, from now on, all the case studies and many videos in the 3.0 course will be also using the indicator. Now, the indicator highlights equal highs and equal lows in the charts. Equal highs and equal lows, as you know, are liquidity, and we will use this liquidity both to know if we should avoid to enter a trade. So, for example, let's say we want to enter a trade right here. We stop loss just below these two candles. The indicator will just show us that these candles are equal and there is high probability that we will take that liquidity, which actually happens before going up. Now, leave alone the fact that we are bearish. This was just an example to tell you how to look at it. So to enter and also to target, but especially I would say to target. Now, I've been trading a lot on EURUSD, GBP/USD, gold, GBP, JPY, and NZD CAD, and except for GBP, JPY, all the remaining work very well with Asian range, as you know. Now, I don't have marked here some of the trades that I took during the week, but let's go over some examples. So let's say, for example, that we wanted to take this trade, and I think that I actually took it. So we see manipulation of the Asian range to the upside, looking for sells. We go on lower time frames. Need to find it. All right, and we start checking if there is any liquidity. Now, I want to give you the clear instructions, and we will use the indicator. Of course, you can use it also on higher time frames to see liquidity, but since my trades are more an intraday type of trading, I look with the indicator at the 15 minutes, I look at the 5 minutes, and I look at the 3 minutes. Sometimes I also look at the 1 minute, but way less, because the 1 minute can just be confusing. So 15, 5, and 3 minutes. Right now we are in the 3 minutes. I wanted to take this trade. I see that there is no liquidity above these highs because these are not equal highs. The indicator doesn't give that there are any equal highs. Of course, we can also see that with our eyes. So the trade can be higher probability. And I go look if I can target any equal lows. So there were equal lows here, but they were already taken out. Here, there are no equal lows. Here, there are these equal highs. Wait. Oh, yeah, sorry. The green ones are highs. I just confused for a second. These are equal highs, which were taken out already. Equal highs again right here. Equal highs, nothing. So there's no liquidity target. This doesn't mean that you cannot take the trade. Of course, you can still take the trade if you have good confirmation. I personally, my reasoning behind this trade would have been that, okay, we are right here. I don't see any clear confirmation. As you know, the confirmation that we want to see is a clear change of direction. Okay. There's no clear evidence of any of this. And also there is no liquidity to target given that the indicator gives us. So I will not take this trade. Okay. All right. Okay. For example, here, this is another trade that I took. And now this one, I do remember it. I will not go into high time frames and all the details. This is just to show you how the indicator works. So London session starts, we manipulate the Asian range and we also manipulate the previous high if I have to be honest, I actually think, if I remember well, I think that I got a stop loss from here, tried to enter, and then I re-entered from higher, from right here. And of course, had a very good trade. Now, we don't know. We want to see if there is any liquidity to target, okay? We zoom in right here, and we can clearly see the red ones are equal lows, the green ones are equal highs. We can clearly see that here there are equal lows, but they were taken out already. So the liquidity of these equal lows was taken already. But here there are equal lows, they were taken out already. Here there are equal lows, they were never taken out. So price tends to come to this area. And this, of course, is already good profit. If we just have a stop loss above the order block, and here it's already almost, it's a 1 to 4. Now, if we look into it, we also have liquidity here, but it was taken already. This liquidity was taken already, as you see by this move. And here, this liquidity was not taken because price never came back to take it. And of course, we come back and take this liquidity. And in this case, this would have been a 1 to 8. So this is how we want to use our indicator. Let's see some more examples. Let's go over another example. Here, this trade, of course, didn't play out because I had this zone right here and we stopped before. But other than that, we're not talking about the whole analysis. We're just talking about the indicator. Let's go check it out. Here, higher time frames already, sorry. To find it again. Here, there were equal lows, they were already taken out, so we're not interested as much in the trade as before. Equal lows were already taken out, and of course, we went down again after. We're not as interested as before. Let's go see some other days. Just go back so the indicator loads better. Okay. Let me see on the 5 minutes. Perfect. So here on this day, again, I was looking for buys and the indicator gave that there were equal lows here, but we needed equal highs, which were here and then were created here. By this time, I'm not interested in the trade anymore. All of these trades that I'm showing you are with the London manipulation, having Asian liquidity plus liquidity of equal highs and equal lows. So let's go the days before, right here. This is a stop loss that I took or break even. In this moment that I didn't remember, there was no liquidity to target. Okay. Perfect. Here we had these equal lows, which could have been liquidity. And of course, this goes together with the Asian range. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back in the 2.0 course and look at the Asian range. Asian range has liquidity. Here could have been Asian range, low liquidity plus this double bottom. But of course, we need to do our whole analysis of the overall trend on higher time frames and so on and so on. Equal lows right here. Perfect, not taken out. Manipulate to the upside. Again, I would need to look into what's happening on higher time frames, but we break up to the upside. We have London manipulation, and then what happens? We have some type of confirmation right here with manipulation coming down, creating change of character and dropping. And inside here, we would have probably had a trade to go to the downside and target these equal lows, which are inside the Asian range. As you see, I'm always looking at equal lows or highs that are not already taken out and that are inside the Asian range. So that's the main thing we are looking for. Here, another example, we don't really have highs to target. We have the Asian range right here, Asian range low, and also these equal lows right here. We have London manipulation to the upside. Of course, we need to do higher time frames analysis and so on and so on. Let's say we were able to get an entry. Where do we target? We target the equal lows. We target the equal lows right here. I have no idea where stop loss would have been. I'm just doing an example. We target the equal lows. In this case, we don't take them out, but price was attracted to that area, and it was a confluence to actually enter the trade, since the price could have been attracted to this area. And by this time, of course, we would never get a loss, since we are basically almost at a profit. This is EURUSD, by the way. I like better GBPUSD. I have more examples on GBPUSD, so let's look into it. Okay, perfect. All right, let's see. Let's see if here we had some liquidity. So I will go check in the 15. 15, no. The 5, we already see that we don't have it. Let's see the 3 minutes. And in the 3 minutes, we don't have it either. So of course, this doesn't mean that we cannot take a trade. The Asian low was not taken out. If we have over a direction on higher time frames, this is actually a trade that I took, by the way. If you have confirmation and everything, we can still take it, but I prefer, it's way better if we have the indicator confluence. Let's go to the previous days. All right, 3 minutes, no. Let's see, 5 minutes. We don't have liquidity to target to the upside. Let's look at 15 minutes. I just need to mark this out so I can find it quicker. Sorry if it's taking some time, but of course we need to go over everything. No, we don't have liquidity. This doesn't mean again that you cannot take this buy trade after London manipulation, but it's better if we have liquidity. Here, perfect. Let's see also here. 15 minutes, we don't have liquidity target. Let's look into perfect 5 minutes. Equal high is already taken out. Equal high is already taken out. Nothing. Need to check the 3 minutes. Perfect. And we don't have equal highs also here. Just works wonders. It works perfectly when there is confluence. When there is confluence, I would say most of the trades go that way. High, of course, needs to start from higher time frames, needs to go down to lower time frames. Okay, right here is a good example for, of course. Here we had Asian range. Below the Asian range, we also have equal lows. So we can just target the Asian range, or we can target the equal lows that we have here. And what happens? London manipulation, confirmation on lower time frames here, entry, drop to the downside. This was the target below the equal lows. And eventually we take out the equal lows at the end. So this is the perfect type of trade that we want to look for. This doesn't mean that all the other trades where we didn't have equal highs or equal lows to target cannot be taken. They can be taken with the right higher time frames analysis, with the right lower time frames confirmation, and with the right understanding of liquidity. But I would say that my best trades are this one, basically. This one where we have Asian range to target, equal lows to target, confirmation right here from a key area. Key area was this one, and we just target the equal lows.